Good afternoon, YouTube. Hope you guys' day's going well. We got catastrophic failure. This video should get a good amount of views. For me, 100 views in a day is real good. And every time I break something, I get 100 views in a day. You guys really like it when I spend money. So, what do we got going on? Well, I took the truck down to Kevin's place, had it towed. No, I drove it down this morning. Excuse me. I did drive it. Took it real easy. And I just had it towed back to my house. So, we thought we had a busted spring. It was backfiring on startup through the intake manifold. But we do not have a busted spring. What we do have instead is the front cylinder here. The exhaust lobe on the cam is completely gone. The valve does not move at all, which means we have catastrophic failure because this block is going to be loaded with little metal shards and pieces of metal from the camshaft and probably most likely the lifter as well. Now the springs are fine. The push rods are fine. But now I need a new short block. I've been looking them up. I'm seeing them for about $1,500 brand new. AMS, a few other companies. That might be the way we go. The buddy that got me the transmission in this dirt cheap. He gets a lot of parts out of New York. I got him looking for a short block out of New York with low miles on it, used versus new. I don't know if that's the best way to go, depending on the price. I'd be able to tell you. But if you look really close on the bolts, you can actually see pieces of metal. That bolt's covered in little pieces of metal. There's another one back there. See, focus. See all the little shiny pieces of metal. There's metal everywhere in this motor. So, everything's got to come apart. Everything's going to have to go back together. This is going to slow down the build. First of all, the cam going. That was going to be my head money. That's all went back into redoing the cam. And now I need a short block. Now, the cam itself, I could probably do the labor on that, but I'm not going to swap out the motor. I've never done it. And I'm not going to take all the parts off of this and put it on a short block. I called Mark Rogie today from Tuned Rams. He's the one that's going to redo the motor. Told him I needed the short blocks. Make sure he was still interested in doing it. He said no problem whatsoever. Now, he did take a look at a few things while he was in here. He said that the springs are great and the push rods are fine. So we're going to reuse those for now. Eventually, we're going to do ported heads. And we're probably going to switch from the Pac 12 RPM springs to the PSI 1511s. And we're probably going to switch from the Green Racing hardened push rods to Manton push rods when we do the heads as well. Now I could take and throw another cam in this, but it's just going to happen again. I'm going on my fourth camshaft. I'm going to guess after the first camshaft, when Mopar or Dodge actually fixed this truck, I had metal in there from there. That explained why, 24,000 miles later, I went through another camshaft, another 24,000 miles on another camshaft, and then 12,000 miles and this camshaft's gone. So we definitely have metal in the motor. Like I said, if you look at these bolts closely, you can see the metal sparkling. Head's gonna have to be completely cleaned out. new block, new oil pump, and anything else Mark says is going to have to be replaced because of that. We're going to go to a melling oil pump. It does the same volume, but it does it at 10 more pounds of pressure. See if that helps out. And the builds continues. Now, views and videos are going to be short probably for the next week or so, unless I come across a motor. And then we should have parts starting to come in shortly enough. I ordered a few things, not everything, a couple things. Get this started. Until I got the valve covers off, I didn't want to go crazy ordering stuff to see what I need. I want to try to keep this to the bare minimum. I wasn't expecting this build, so this one hurts a little bit. Versus I'll get a lot of views, because usually things that cost me a lot of money you guys like to watch. So like and subscribe. See if I can get a like for my pain today, guys. Alright, have a good one.